Welcome back. All right, so I want to talk about the New Jersey Devils. And by saying I want to talk about it means I want to get through all 32 teams. I'm doing my darndest today. So, for the New Jersey Devils, 32, 13, and 4 is their overall record, and no one saw this coming. Even the rosiest forecasts I saw were maybe New Jersey pushing towards a wild card spot. Remember before the season started, all the talk about, well, there was such a big gap between the teams at the top and the teams at the bottom, and last year in the East, and it's not going to get made up. As if you don't start from zero. Everybody starts at zero. But the highest they've been on the power ranking is second, and early in the season, admittedly early in the season, they were 30th. Remember Fire Lindy, all that stuff. Remember they were 30th. The New Jersey fans were like, yeah, let's get rid of them. And then a couple weeks later, they did the Men in Black thing, and everybody forgot, and then told them sorry. Their current standing is fifth on the power rankings board. Their odds making the playoffs 97.2%. It has been 20 years since the last time the New Jersey Devils won the Stanley Cup. And so they're kind of due, right? We also saw Colorado win it last year. So Colorado was due. The thing is, it was 2001 was the last time that the Avs won it before this year, or well, last year. And New Jersey was 2003. So does there have to be an extra year in between as that buffer? Let me think. Now, 95, the New Jersey Devils won. 96, it was Colorado. Nope. So, yeah, their power ranking tells you they're pretty good, but their overall record does as well. They were 7-3 through their first 10 games. They were 16-4 through 20 games. That was where people started realizing, I think these guys are for real. 21-7-2 after 30 games, and then they had their speed bump. Every team has this. They went 4-5-1 over their last 10, or over the next 10 to go to 25-12-3. They've been 7-1-1 since then. They're 32-13-4 overall. Their status, they're a contender. They're a contender, and I would say that if the playoffs started today, they'd have a very good chance in that division. Although you've got the Rangers, you've got Carolina, you've got Washington, potentially Pittsburgh. It's kind of a loaded division. The MVP is Jack Hughes. It's Jack Hughes up and down. Jack Hughes is an incredible star player. One thing about doing this video where I'm talking about each team individually is it gives me a chance to praise individual players like a Jack Hughes for the fantastic year he's having. 33 goals, 31 assists for 64 points for him. Jesper Bratt, 19 goals, 31 assists for 50 points. Nico Hischier, 21 goals, 25 assists, 46 points. Dougie Hamilton, 13 goals, 33 assists for 46 points. These are all players having really good years, and Hamilton being back and being healthy is huge. But lost in all this, Dawson Mercer is also becoming one of the better two-way forwards in the game, I think. 11 goals, 18 assists, 29 points. So while Hughes, Bratt, Hischier, Hamilton, that's your four-star players, Mercer's been pretty darn good himself. So there's a lot of a lot of credit to go around when it comes to how New Jersey's been playing. Vanacek and Blackwood are giving them very competent goaltending. Blackwood's numbers aren't as good as Vanacek's, but the overall record would tell you when you look at the advanced stats, Blackwood's playing well. They also have Schmid in the AHL in the event of an injury, which can happen. And Akira Schmid showed he's ready to play. So when you look at the pending UFAs, there's some interesting names on the list. There's Tatar, who's had a good year for New Jersey. He really has. His finishing has had issues here and there, but he's been passing very well and he's been playing very well. So it's one of those situations where, do you want more production from him overall? Sure. But is he hurting you? I would say no. Miles Wood, I think he's going to stick around. I can't see him leaving. Eric Howell, I think, has been solid for them. Howell and Zaka both needed that trade. Severson has been, I think, decent for them when not overtaxed. If you give him too much ice time, it's going to look bad. But Severson, it might be his last year in New Jersey. He might be a trade piece at the deadline. That's definitely something that's been rumored. With his contract status, it makes some sense. And Graves. I don't think Graves is going anywhere. I think he's staying in New Jersey. Bernier, of course, has been on LTIR all season. There's been the debate about when, if he's coming back. I remember before the season saying, there's some doubt about whether or not he's coming back. And seeing people answer that with, well, the team says it should be by the end of 2022. We're now heading into February of 2023. He's still not back. And then there's Andreas Janssen, who got waived at the start of the season, cleared waivers, ends up in the minors, but on an expiring contract. Could he end up somewhere else? Yes, he absolutely could end up somewhere else. And for New Jersey, they're one of these teams that aren't dealing with some of the cap headaches that other teams are. And so they can add at the deadline. They could be very difficult to knock out of the playoffs. And like I said, maybe they're due. Maybe we're going to go into a new era where New Jersey and Colorado are contenders. And the only team left out of the three that isn't there yet is Detroit. But Yzerman's building up his stockpile, and they could enter the race soon enough. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below regarding the New Jersey Devils. Are they for real? Is this a really, really great run that they won't be able to replicate? And how dangerous are they going to be in the playoffs? Is Vanacek a goaltender you can trust in the playoffs, or is the answer no? Honest answers in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.